family environment that allows them to be themselves, to be comfortable, but yet to be able to progress in their career. So there's a few key points here from a team alignment just to start off with. The first one, it's about developing the team, okay? Now, for those of you that have employees or looking at growing employees, please understand that not every person in your business wants to be you, yeah? I got stuck in this mindset of every employee I get, I have to make them like me. I have to make them a business owner. I have to make them want to own 5 studios, yeah? It's a real risky scenario, because what it will do is you could end up changing someone or turning them something into something they don't want to be, yeah? And you'll get resistance from that. If I look at the team alignment and I look at the culture of the studio, a funny headspace I had a few years ago is when someone sends an inquiry to our business, like a member inquiry or consultation form, it looks exactly the same as an employee consultation form. And I used to get the shits when I get an employee consultation form going, damn it, I got another one. Why have I got another member inquiry? And what it was doing was it was making me not value the employees and not seeing how special they are or precious they are, because let's be honest, our industry is highly competitive. You know, our trainers are our lifeblood. So we've got that team, we've got that culture. Now is a really good opportunity to create something that they can really buy into. So I've got a bit of structure here that you might find interesting. The first one is we do it on a 12-week cycle. Actually, before that, we take it off-site. So, has everyone heard of the book called Start With Why? Yeah? If you haven't read it, make sure you read it. If you've read it again. This is a really, really important message that you can get across, and it transcends industries. Yeah, it's really about you sharing deep down inside why it is you're in business. And don't tell me it's because you want to earn more money, because people just won't buy that. Yeah. For me, when our business hit rock bottom, there was something really empowering about just being honest to my team. At the time, I only had 4 trainers, and I said to them, hey guys, look, you know, this is not in a good scenario we're in, but stick with me, trust me, and I guarantee you we're going to get out of this, and we're going to kick ass, and I'm going to give you a memory that you can hold for the rest of your life. And that's pretty cool. Yeah, there's something about being that vulnerable that really is empowering. So each team alignment that we do going forward is always about sharing the reason why. Yeah, is it why are we doing this? What's the reason behind it? What are we trying to create here? Yeah, is it we want to be that center of excellence in the inner west? Do I want to provide the best possible careers for you? Do I want to be known as the most awesome center for client results in our area? Yeah, like what's that big reason why behind it? Because that's where people start to buy into it. And to have an external facilitator, like we had with Steve, was perfect, because it got me to be on everyone's level as well. It wasn't just a me versus them, or I'm up the top, you're going to do what I say or else. It was a, hey, this is a team of effort here, and we're going to do this together. Having it off-site meant there was no distractions. Yeah, we put on lunch. It was very much a scenario that most people would never have experienced in their life, like even in a corporate environment. People don't generally do this stuff, yeah? And you certainly don't learn it in your course. Yeah, no one taught me how to do this when I was sitting at AIF. The next thing is you put a time frame on it. Just like any goal, there's got to be a time frame. 12 weeks is certainly long enough, so about 3 months. It's enough time for you to create change or momentum in your business, but not too long that people start to get off track or things start to go a bit awry. And we try and work it in the seasons. Our current one will finish just before December, which wraps up with our end of year party as well. So there's a few key sort of milestones along the way we're working towards. A really cool thing about teamwork is to create some mini teams. So hands up who's got more than 2 staff? More than 5? My 5 staff? Okay. So if you've got more than a couple of staff, a really cool strategy is to put them into mini teams. So at the moment we've got 5 teams of 2 in my business. So what it's doing is it's creating them, making them accountable to each other on certain key parts of the business that we want to see improve. So for example, one of the things that we want to really see improve is our client retention. Yeah, that's just a metric that we want to see improve. So this team has a few strategies that will influence that number. Yeah, and I know what that number is every single week. I get a report that tells me it's 50% this week, okay, next week it's 51%, okay, this week it's 49%, so on and so on, yeah? So it's very measurable from that respect. But the mini teams are great because it's trying to pair people with common strengths and it's getting to work together. When I mentioned at the start about development, this is probably my best opportunity to expose my team to parts of the business that are helping them grow, helping them learn, even if their goal isn't to own a business. Yeah, think about you as a coach. If I could teach you how to manage people, be conscious of finances, to have confidence public speaking, to be an awesome communicator, all of those things that you would help grow you as a person and just overall improve your confidence, would that be a good thing? Yeah, of course it would be, okay? So this is where I'm pairing these guys together with their strengths, and then the next team alignment, I'll rotate them to the next part. The next one rotates in the next part. Yeah, so after about 18 months, assuming that I've done a great job and I've kept the same team, we've pretty much had this awesome sort of round circle of people going through all parts of the business. So if they were to leave, and let's be honest, there will come a time when my guys will move on, but when they leave, I know they're going to be leaving a better person, which means the exit's going to be better. Has anyone had a really bad exit from a personal trainer? Yeah? No, or was it just me? Yeah? Okay, I thought I was the only one there. Yeah, this is a great way of avoiding that bad exit. Yeah, when a trainer leaves and they take 40 clients with them. Yeah, who loves that one? Yeah, so this is just a really great way of making sure you're giving them tools that they can succeed long term and they'll always be grateful to you. An interesting one is about studio goals versus the team goals. Now, you as a business owner, you as a manager, it's very easy. If I was to ask you what's one goal for your business, you're going to say increase profits or get more clients. Yeah, it's normally one of the first things that comes to your head. It's very dangerous to have that as the main theme for a team alignment because these guys won't buy into that. Yeah, it's going to be very much a, hey, this guy's just about the dollars and that's it. Yeah, and that's not empowering, that doesn't work. So what I like to do, and this is how I worked with Steve, is that we said, okay, let's think about the 4 key goals of this business. And yes, one of them is going to be a financial goal. If I want to get my business to X amount of revenue per week, if I want to get X amount of clients per week, if I want to get X amount of results per week. Now, how do I turn that into something that the guys can buy into? And we let them, in their groups, come up with the goal. So, for example, right now, one of our teams is responsible for our seminars and shopping tours. So it's their job to make sure that our system is up to date with the next 3 months worth of dates. It's their job to call every new client every single week and say, hey, you're booked in for that shopping tour on Monday night, make sure you're there. And PS, if you have someone that does the cooking at home, make sure they come along as well. And then it's their job at the end of the seminar shopping tour to follow them up the next day and say, hey, give us some feedback. Now I know if they do that properly for the next 3 months, that's massively going to help our studio retention. It's going to help referrals because they're going to be asking for it, yeah? And in turn, that will help drive profit up, clients up, so on and so forth, yeah? But that goal's got to come from them first, yeah? So the team goals are really important that they have to own it, but you can sit in the background and say, okay, cool, let me just maneuver this so that it ends up helping the whole studio and they buy into it. Does that make sense? Yeah? So these team alignments take about 90 minutes to get through, and there's a lot of fun that you can have with them. Every week, we reassess this, okay? Has everyone heard this term, inspect what you expect? Maybe? I'd write that down. Yeah? If we're looking at monitoring a business's performance, you have to inspect what you expect. Yeah? So if you want your retention to grow, you've got to think how I inspect that on a daily basis. So our team alignment they're currently doing every Wednesday for 20 minutes, we all get together and it's a very quick discussion about our weekly target. Where are we at? Are we going good? Are we not going good? What's coming up for the next week? Yeah? And at any point in time, I can send my guys a message on either our, we've got a closed Facebook group or a chat that we communicate through, and I can say, okay, Paul, tell me how you're going with your task this week. Or John, where are you at with that phone call? Yeah, and it's just that accountability. It's not micromanagement. Please don't think I'm making them feel this small. It's just, hey, this is your task. I'm holding you accountable to it. Yeah, and accountability is what's going to lead to the results. All right. The team reward is massive. Yeah, it all doesn't mean anything really at the end of the day if there's not a reward attached to it. So think about what the team would want to do that, one, isn't going to break the bank. Like if you're not prepared to go overseas, then don't set that as a potential goal. But think about something that sort of works. So we've had things like weekends away, we've gone to the snow, we had a weekend tacked onto the Gold Coast Running Festival.